Namaste. My name is Rajagopal. I am the chairman of Pallium India, an organization that attempts to mitigate suffering, serious health-related suffering in our country. Would you like to take a guess how many elders would be living alone in single-member households in India? Not people living with a home nurse or a paid caregiver. Single member households. People living all alone. Thousands. Tens of thousands. Lakhs. You'd be surprised. In our country, we have 1.5 crores of people, elders, living all alone. This phenomenon is growing. Westernization, globalization, urbanization, all this is having its impact. Young people are leaving to take up employment elsewhere. And the consequence of the nuclearization of families is elders left alone. The care for them certainly has to involve keeping them as healthy as possible. No doubt. Also, improving their functionality and quality of life, improving their independence, bringing as much of enjoyment into their lives as possible. That's vitally important. That is what most elder care organizations concentrate on, and that's a noble task. Nevertheless, there is something not so nice that's happening with most elder care initiatives in the country. When eventually, as has to happen with everybody, people get ill, all of a sudden the tender compassionate care ends and they are sent to a hospital where, if they have some money in the pocket still, most of them die alone, imprisoned, hands and feet tied, subjected to every possible indignity, every possible source of pain, and there they die. It is not nice to think about it, is it? Isn't it better to think about positive things like independence, quality of life, etc.? True. But, ladies and gentlemen, what we are doing to elders with serious illness is nothing but a travesty of justice. This is cruel. This cannot be permitted. Do you have any idea how many people are pushed below poverty line by catastrophic health expenditure in our country? It was 5.5 crores in 2015. It's a growing trend. More than 4% of our population is subjected to catastrophic social destruction by healthcare. There are other problems too. In our country, we do not treat pain. Remember, pain can be beyond your imagination. I've seen a person who said his pain was like somebody driving a nail into his ear all the time. Can you imagine it happening once? I cannot. I've seen a person who said his pain was like a red hot iron being pushed into his bones and twisted all the time. It's easy to laugh at pain when it is somebody else's pain. But these are realities that haunt all of us. It's not somebody else's problem. Only 10% of us will die a sudden death. 85 to 90% chance is that we'll go through a prolonged illness before we go. This is about all of us, our loved ones, ourselves. Less than 4% of elders have access to palliative care in our country. We have to change it. In Trivandrum, where I work, 67% of all our patients are elders. And this would be true anywhere. And we need to make lives livable for them. Certainly, encouraging independence, encouraging enjoyment of life, encouraging contribution to society whenever possible, keeping dignity. But I also will say that dignity is important not only when they are able to walk about, that dignity is important to the last moment of one's life. The family has a huge role to play in it. When available, I was talking more about the people left alone. But when families are there, they are not prepared to face this. All of a sudden, the family member is expected to serve as nurse and doctor and everything rolled into one. And they are lost. These are realities in every life, which are gradually growing because the number of elders is growing with greater longevity. And we need to be prepared. Families desperately need empowerment to care for their loved ones. We have an elder care policy at the Government of India. How much of it is translated to action? Maybe that policy implementation gap needs to be filled. And organizations like Care have a huge role to play in it. I'm glad I have come across this organization. I hope you will be successful in your mission. I hope your work will extend to people who cannot pay for their service. We have models in our country like Awardee mission, where somebody who is capable of paying pays enough to care for free treatment for one. The inequities in our society are a shameful fact. Our children should not have to go up getting used to that and walking away from that. I hope all your efforts, Care team, will succeed. I hope you will grow from strength to strength. I hope you will be successful in incorporating principles of palliative care into all aspects of your work. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to you. I wish you all the best.